In this video, I want to talk about a B2B marketing tactic that you can literally deploy once that can feed you new leads and revenue for literally years to come. So let me show you how this works. If you really sit down and think about it and reverse engineer it, where have all your best clients come from? Typically, in most B2B companies, especially more old school companies that have started a while ago, it's from relationships and referrals. Right? People do business they know, like, and trust. So how do you get more referrals? There's a couple different ways to do that. One is building something into your sales process or your delivery process to your customer that actually asks the person for a referral. Typically, the best way to do this is when a customer experiences that first win, whatever that is for your product or service. You are a manufacturing company and you've delivered the product they've ordered on time, under budget, whatever it is, and they're super excited with you. That's the time to ask if they know anybody else that could leverage your service. If you're a service company, maybe it's the time they reach out and they're so happy for something you provided them. That's when you want to ask for the referral. That's when they're most likely to give it, because human beings are reciprocal, right? If they feel like they're getting something of value, they want to give something back in return. And you can create this into your process. And if you're an owner or founder, you can instill this into your employees, whether it's the sales team, the customer service team, or the customer success team. This can be part of your daily habits and rituals and integrated into the actual culture of the company, and it will make a massive difference. So that's the first strategy that I highly recommend, is building this into literally your culture, right? Number two, you can have strategic partnerships with companies that overlap with you. So there's tons of companies that probably overlap with you or have synergies, right? You both service the same clients. And this isn't exactly B2B example, but it's an easy example for everyone to get no matter what industry you're in. There's a lot of networking groups where there are power teams, and usually they're around real estate. And the reason is, in real estate, there's like 5 or 6 different things that need to happen. Different companies need to touch the sale of a property for it to go through, right? You have a real estate agent, you have a title company, you have a lawyer, right? There's multiple people, a loan officer typically. So there's all these different pieces that go into that. And if you form strategic relationships, they're all feeding one another, right? That's an example I think we all see, because you've bought or sold a house and you understand that concept, right? So that's one that I think we all can understand. But for your specific industry, for your specific business, I'm sure there are synergies with other companies, right? Where you sell a piece of the overall picture, whether it's a product or service. So there's somewhere an overlap with a potential strategic partner. Another example in the B2B space is if you have a website design company, for example, a lot of times those clients are going to ask you if you know anybody for IT, right? Because a lot of people put them as one and the same, even though they're often not. So you might have somebody that is a strategic relationship that you can refer them to, right? That is absolutely possible. And one way to make sure that that happens more times than not is to set up some type of incentive structure. Now, you'll definitely have clients or strategic partners that just want to do best by their client. They don't care about any compensation whatsoever. And if they feel that you can add value to the client, that is more important to them than anything. And that is fantastic. And for other people, that may not be the case, and they may need to be incentivized in some way, shape, or form. So one of the ways you do that is referral agreement, right? You can actually create one of these, and nowadays you can use ChatGPT or LegalZoom or whatever to create some type of agreement where you're going to share in either the gross profit or the monthly revenue, whatever it is, some type of incentive that's going to make them more likely to remember and more likely to refer you because they actually are compensated for it, right? They receive something of value back. It's a great arrow in your quiver, even when you're out and about networking, because all of a sudden you're going to come across somebody that you would have never expected as your audience. Let's say you sell to medical device companies and you end up meeting some type of business insurance broker at a particular event, and they're like, oh yeah, I specialize in medical device companies. Boom, there you go. All of a sudden you have the strategic relationships, and you can start to be able to figure out how you can help them and how they can help you, and potentially you can compensate them for that. Now, I know there's rules and regulations around referral fees, especially in like the legal industry and other industries. So of course, check with your attorney to make sure this is allowed. But this is a way, if it is allowed, that you can begin to build a network of people that are going to send you business regularly. And sure, you'll pay to acquire them, but you can structure it so you'll pay way less to acquire them than having a salesperson do it or invest in SEO or pay-per-click or any other strategy. So it's some low-hanging fruit for you. So these are 2 different approaches that I think can add value to your business in terms of strategic partnership and referrals. I hope this has helped. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.